Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to some of my favourite people and some of the world's biggest stars, and we've definitely got one for you today. Su Pollard was the first star I ever met and interviewed, and I've loved her ever since. She's currently starring in Snow White at the Aylesbury Waterside Theatre, and I'm delighted to say she joins us on the phone now. How are you, love?
Well, darling, it's marvellous. I mean, everybody is getting really excited because of tomorrow. But, of course, the audiences have been absolutely fabulous. But I think we're expecting a real influx now because from, like, this afternoon until, more or less the end of the show, people are coming in their droves. And last night I said, look, we've been working like war horses, as does everybody around Christmas. I said, right, so we'll have a fish and chip party. So there was battered sausages galore last night and battered people with a few Guinness and a few bits of cider. And, we had a lovely time. Because you know what it's like, Alex? It's like you and all your listeners. You know, the run-up to Christmas can be so flipping tiring for people. We said, look, we're going to do something to just bring a little bit of less of a routine. So we had a good time. It was marvellous.
Do you get a Christmas? I mean, doing 2 shows a day for weeks on end is a discipline, and I know you live like a nun because you can't muck about at it. Will you actually get a festive period, or is it literally just Christmas Day and that's it?
Yeah, you only get Christmas Day. But that's cool. I mean, you know, we know that. When you've been doing it a long time, Alex, you know that that's the deal. So you go, right, we can't go berserk. I mean, I shall certainly not be having any more than 1 roast potato, which is rather sad because I like carbs.
Me too.
Because I want to get into the frock. You know, it's a nightmare. I did once, I think I put £2 on overnight. The wardrobe mistress said, you're not eating again for another week. And but you don't mind that. I'm going out with a couple of friends. It'll be really nice. Of course, you have to be careful that you're not stuck anywhere on Boxing Day because, of course, you have 2 shows again then. But that doesn't matter. We're here to entertain, Alex, and that's my job.
You've done panto and shows as long as I can remember. I first saw you in Blackpool on the North Pier, I think, with Les Dennis, and there you were, as popular then as you are now. It's an extraordinary career. There aren't many who have longevity, and you've mastered that, haven't you?
Well, I suppose I like to think that if you've offered something, and you've certainly offered value for money, and I think if you believe in what you're doing, I think the public can appreciate that. And hopefully they'll know that they're going to get a good show because you've proven in the past that you do want to be entertaining people well. And it's like Gary Wilmot always says, Sue, I think, he said, people are a success if they're still working. Yep. You know, no matter what career you've got. So, and I think if you enjoy, Alex, like you obviously do, because you've been doing it for a long time, it's part of you. It's a passion. It's not just a job then.
I think also the public can smell the fakers who are doing it for different reasons, and they fall very quickly, don't they?
I think so, to be honest. And also, I do feel that a lot of people say certain things, especially now with social media. I think it can be pretty dangerous. You know, you've got to be... You know, people don't want to hear negative stuff and people slating other people. You know, they want to have positivity and stuff. And so I think that's important, to be able to be truthful and honest and not just mess about constantly.
I've rarely met anybody in my career who lights up a room like you. When they talk about X Factor, what you do is so magnetic. It must be great to be you because people love you to be at a party or an opening night because A, you make an effort both visually but also in your spirit. That's important to you, isn't it? To walk in a room and be showbiz and be happy and make everybody smile and have a lovely time.
Well, yes, I think you've absolutely got it. Those are the ingredients, I think, that they do see you through. I mean, a lot of people, I mean, can you imagine somebody saying, oh, how are you, dear? And then it's, it's been pretty awful these last months. And they're thinking, oh, it's a total down. And suddenly people go, oh, is that the time? Would you excuse me? And then, oh, God, I can't be with her or him for another minute. Oh, no, I think it's important. If people have liked what you've done and they see you for the first time, say like a fan meeting you outside the stage door, They want to see a smile. They want to see a little bit of, because they might well be very excited. I mean, I remember once I saw Trevor McDonald. Do you remember?
Yes.
I called him Trevor McDonald. And very tall. And I just said to him, "Oh, Trevor," I said, "I've always thought you were fabulous." And he said, "Well, thank you very much, my dear. How kind of you to say that." And I thought, well, yes, he's a gentleman,
Yep.
you know. And he was very short. And do you know what I liked about him? He had this fantastic, crisp, white shirt with clean cuffs and cufflinks that lit up his wrists. I always remember that. He was fabulous, he was. He was a great bloke.
Let's talk about you in this pantomime. I mean, the Wicked Queen is a role you've done many times, and it's so perfect because you get to be a bit devious and a bit cheeky, and you get to play with it and have fun, don't you?
Oh, yes, totally. I mean, you've obviously got to be spot on in terms of what she's thinking about. Basically, obviously, there's no mistake. She absolutely does want to get rid of Snow White. So she's got that real evil streak in her. Obviously doesn't want to be usurped in her beauty. I mean, people say, "Oh, for goodness sake, it's only a panto." I said, no, but you must understand you've got to carry that story all the way through. But equally, along the way, before she poisons Snow White, she has a lot of fun with the prince. You know, I mean, she tries desperately to seduce him to no avail. I mean, it's really quite funny, you know. I get to get some laughs. I get to sing. I get to be, as I say, a bit mean. I get to wind the audience up. So, in a way, Alex, there's every element of panto within that role, and obviously the way everybody else responds as well. I have to say, every single person in this production, Alex, and sadly, you can't always say this, well, but anyway, for whatever reason, every single person in this show really suits their part. The dancers are absolutely terrific. I mean, don't forget, a lot of these ones are quite young. They've only just left dance and drama school, and they don't know discipline. Boy, these do. These kids, well, I shouldn't say kids, but, you know, they're really a credit to the show.
Nice.
And it's a pleasure to be able to say that about people.
And I hadn't realised how big the Aylesbury Waterside Theatre is. It's huge, isn't it?
Can't believe it. 1,100. You come in, it's all made of wood. The idea is the architect wanted it to be like a ship. You go in, and from the stage looking out, Alex, it's superb. There's all lots of different coloured lights about, not just because it's Christmas. I think it's because they were incorporated into the design.
Yeah.
And it's really quite high as well. It goes right up to the dress circle, very, very far back, but doesn't look like that when you're performing. Very intimate. I would recommend, if people have never seen a show here, they should come, just for the experience of sitting in that auditorium. It's so tremendous. And I didn't know this. It's multi-purpose. If you want a gathering, right? Honest to God, you can't believe it.
What, like a fish and chip supper or something like that?
Yes, more or less. Except, sorry, they don't have any gravy or... No, but you know what I mean? The seats come up. The seats, they get rid of the seats, and the auditorium comes up to meet stage level.
How marvellous.
So you can actually have a big wedding. Or they also get rid of the seats and they roll back under what appears to look like a car park. And they have standing concerts, you know, like rock concerts.
Well, I do hope they bring Titanic the musical there if it looks like a big ship. That would be perfect, wouldn't it?
They ought to be honest.
I have all the great ideas.
Oh, brilliant.
The last time I saw you was in Las Vegas, and it was a double-edged sword, that trip, because we were there during the terrorist attack, which was just awful. And then I got to see the live show at the Orleans, which was magnificent. I want to end by talking about your voice, because I don't think you've ever sounded better. It was glorious to hear you in that theatre.
Oh, darling, how fabulous of you. Thank you so much. I mean, but you see, the thing was, as you know what it's like, Alex, very, very rarely do you get the chance to fully rehearse. But we did have a bit of time. The guy was very, very good. The sound guys were good. And, you know, I've decided, and I've been saying this, but I'm going to do it. I've decided next year to concentrate on an album and going out on tour.
Thank God. It's about time, because people don't realise. I think they know you're a good actress. They certainly know you're a good comedian, but I don't think they realise what pipes you've got. Just stunning.
Oh, bless you, Alex. What a star. star. Could you possibly be my personal manager?
Yes, I'm available. £10,000 a month. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Anyway, but the thing is, what are you going to do for Christmas, babe?
Well, I'm working today, tomorrow, Christmas Eve. I finish at 3, then it's family. Then I've got a week off, see friends, and then start again. And then I'm going off to Florida. So that's me done.
Oh, darling, fantastic. You deserve it. I mean, because we always have a great time when we chat with each other. And don't forget, when you come back from Florida, right, we're going out for lunch.
Can't wait. It'll be lovely. Su Pollard is starring in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the Aylesbury Waterside Theatre. It's a glorious venue, huge as well, with her fabulous Wicked Queen, which is one of the best parts to see in pantomime, but also she delivers it so beautifully, and you get to hear that voice. We look forward to the Vegas show on ITV in the spring, and I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you, Sue.